3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Puff and Steph hanging out with you. Good, I was saying morning, day, whenever you're listening. What's up? Whoa, what just happened?
We talked the other day about how we don't clean our phones enough, and I've been inspired, and I was just cleaning my phone and my watch, so I was cleaning the computer.
Yeah, you do realize that's what where your microphone is? So I'm like getting... So just, whoa, okay. So happy Tuesday, everybody. Thanks for being here. We hope your Memorial Day was okay, but let's be honest, it was weird. Everybody's was weird.
But hopefully, maybe you got to have, a socially distanced barbecue or something.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Puff, and I want to invite everyone to my socially distant barbecue. What's up? Where we can air high five and maybe Corona kick, maybe.
Yeah, because you're not even supposed to do... I remember when they came up with the Corona kick, and, you're not even supposed to do that anymore because you're not 6 feet apart.
Yeah. So just... Hopefully everyone enjoyed my socially distant barbecue. No. I think if you had a get-together, you probably didn't even care about the distance.
Probably, and a lot of people did that. People are doing whatever they want at this point, I think.
I think you're probably right. But coronavirus is changing the way we do things. It's changing our lives. Take this into consideration. According to a new survey, half of us plan to continue our newfound habits and activities in life after lockdown, including online fitness classes, walking more often, things like that. In a survey of adults, over 43% feel they've changed their ways for the better and plan to continue their improved behaviors even after all restrictions are lifted. Are you in this camp at all?
No, I cannot wait to have the normal, the gym and being able to go out and do things. But I could totally see this. And I was thinking about it the other day because so many people are doing the online YouTube videos or, fitness classes through their gym. And I feel like a lot of people would rather work out in their own house anyway. So right. I think a lot of people are probably going to adapt to that.
Well, I think you will go. I think you will stick with some of the stuff you're doing. I think you're just not thinking about it. Case in point, what we're doing right now. I think even after this is lifted, there's going to be more times where instead of driving over to my house and coming in the studio, you actually stay at home and do it this way because it does seem to work.
That's true, because once you realize that something like that's possible, you're like, okay, we can keep doing this.
Now, don't get me wrong. I think it's better when we're both in the same room, but schedules don't always link up like that. And if there's something you or I have to do, let's be honest, it's going to, we might have to fit in a show, real quick before you have to go do something for the Senators, or I have to, it's you. Again, it's going to be you. It's not going to be me doing it. Let's be honest.
Hey, you're going to have wedding stuff, when all that.
Yeah, but that'll be on weekends. It's not going to be, it's not like, hey, so at least... Maybe it will. Maybe I'm wrong. It's not going to be like, hey, Steph, I can't do the show today on a Tuesday because someone's getting married. That's probably not going to happen. But you never know. People are changing it all up for this coronavirus thing. So we're going to ask you on the Facebook page if you think you're going to stick to whatever you're doing. Obviously, we want to all go back to our real lives, our normal lives, but is there something you're doing now that you're like, hey, I can absolutely continue to do this after the lockdown? And I think more people, it's going to be like what you and I are doing, these teleconferencing. I think there's more businesses that are going to allow, depending on how efficient their companies are running, I think there's going to be more businesses that allow their employees to stay home because it seems to work.
Right, and I think a lot of people probably will stick with getting takeout and delivery more often because now we've become so accustomed to that. So I think people might just be like, it's kind of nice to just sit on my couch instead of in a restaurant.
Yeah, I think I feel for restaurants because I think that's going to be one of the last things that people start going back to, which is sad because a lot of them are trying to do their best to make their restaurants safe for people to dine in. I need to know your take on this. speaking of changing, a survey taken in mid-May of roughly 1,000 people by sports and events analytics firm Performance Research asked if you would rather see a movie as a digital rental at home or in a movie theater. If both were available today, 70% say they'd rather watch from their couch, while just 13% say they're more likely to watch at a movie theater. The rest weren't sure.
Right, that's another thing that I feel like they might just start releasing movie. I've heard that they might just start releasing them where you can watch them at home, right?
Yeah, and that's too bad because I don't do it often. I really don't, but I really enjoy going to a movie theater. I like the big screen. I like the chairs. I like the movie theater popcorn and the giant. Like I'll have a small soda and it comes out in a keg. I enjoy all of that. I enjoy the movie theater experience with the amazing sound. It's very hard to duplicate at home unless you have a giant budget.
Right. I was going to say, I think the movie theater experience is so different. And maybe some nights you feel like just staying home instead and using, your own food and bathroom and whatever. But there's nothing like going to the movies. I do love it.
But you know what's really going to start gaining more traction and more popularity? Drive-ins.
Yes, I love drive-ins.
I have not been to a drive-in since I was a kid, but you want to talk about something that's perfect for the Coronaville, Corona Land, Corona World, is a drive-in, right? You never have to leave your car. You just park, you watch a movie, and you leave. And I think these are going to... And you don't need... you need a decent plot of land, but you don't need a crazy huge plot of land if you're only going to do one screen. I could see more drive-ins opening up, believe it or not. I think it's definitely a possibility.
I would love that because there's not very many around.
There
we
really
need to have
isn't.
more of them.
Yeah. So I think movie theaters are in trouble. Me personally, it depends. I went opening night to see the first or the second. I think the second. Yeah, the second Jurassic World with the wife. Never again. I will never go opening night to any movie ever again. Holy God, it was awful. Not only was not only was the theater cramped, but people brought all their dumb little kids with them. And I'm like trying to watch this movie that wasn't even that good to begin with. But then you get a little kid like, "Mom, I want a soda. Mom, I want to go to the bathroom. Mom, after this is over, can we go and play video games in the lobby? Mom!"
They're stupid kids.
Stupid kids.
How could they?
I know. Because it's not a kid's movie. Like, I would totally expect that if I went to go see a Disney movie, if I went to go see Frozen 2 or the Trolls movie or something. Yeah, absolutely. I can't complain about kids if I'm sitting in a Disney movie. But I'm in a movie where people are being eaten by animals. Like, literally, you see, like, a pterodactyl swoop in, spoiler alert, and snag someone and carry her off, only to be eaten by a bigger dinosaur. Like, it's violent.
Right, it's really not a kid's movie. I'm surprised there were that many kids there. The only opening night I think I ever went to was for Freaky Friday, whenever that came out. And we had to sit on the floor, I think.
What?
Because it was so... Yeah, which is kind of ridiculous because, like, don't they only sell the number of seats they have?
I think it's kind of ridiculous because you sat on the floor to watch a Lindsay Lohan movie. But
it was so good. How dare you? I love that movie. To this day, cracks me up.
Okay. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. Hey, ugly guys. Sorry, we're out of luck.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Everyone is going through something right now, and we're all in this together. That's why CBD American Shaman of PA is looking out for you and your health. During this trying time, CBD American Shaman of PA is focused on safety and the needs of their customers. That's why right now they're offering curbside pickup along with home deliveries. Let American Shaman help you manage these stressful times. To find out how to get high-quality CBD products and a free bottle of Shaman cleansing gel without even leaving your car or home, visit hempashealth.com.
Hey honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part, it's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
Sorry, this ain't surprising. A new study finds that guys, it doesn't matter how great your personality is, if you're ugly, women don't view you as dating material.
Oh, that's not true.
Researchers at Eastern Connecticut State University looked at the dating preferences of 80 young women, aged 15 to 29. So you're in this pool, Steph. While also having 61 of their mothers weigh in. Participants were presented with photographs of men varying in both attractiveness and described as one of three dispositions: friendly, dependable, and mature, pleasing, ambitious, and intelligent, respectful, trustworthy, and honest. Women were then asked to assess how attractive they found each man photographed, along with whether they found the men to be suitable to date, either themselves or for their daughters. So the moms were trying to see if those would be good for their daughters to date. In the end, men viewed as unattractive were not seen as potential suitors, no matter the level of other redeeming qualities that accompanied their photos. In conclusion, a minimum level of physical attractiveness is a necessity for both young women and their mothers.
I mean, you gotta have that like initial attraction, you know, that like draws you to somebody.
So Steph,
but the good news is everybody has different ideas of that.
So Steph's like, ugly men need not apply.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Because the personality definitely has a huge impact on it. I really think so.
I don't know, Steph. I'm looking at this scientific study, and it doesn't matter what these are like three really like quality descriptive groups. Friendly, dependable, mature. That's nice, right? Dating a guy who's friendly, dependable, mature. Sounds good. Pleasing, ambitious, intelligent. Sure. Those could be three things. And respectful, trustworthy, and honest. Also, three good things. But if any of those describing words are tagged to someone who looks like they fell off the ugly tree and hit all the branches, you're gonna die alone.
No, well, see, okay. I think that maybe if you don't find someone the most attractive to begin with, but then you get to know them and they're really funny and sweet, that can totally make them more attractive. In my eyes, it really can.
Right, but, and here's what I think I fell into before. I'm just convinced the wife is blind.
Stop it.
I fell into like friend zone with so many girls throughout my life because they're like, oh, he's some of these things, but he's like a brother. Like, but I'm pretty sure that if I was looking like Chris Hemsworth, I would be like, no, sorry, I can't hook up with you. I'm hooking up with 3 other girls today. I don't have the time.
Right, they would want to be more than Yeah, they would want to be more than just your brother then.
100%. 100%. So you say if you get time to know the guy, yeah, but by then you've looked at him as an ugly guy for so long, as a guy you're not attracted to, that by the time you realize he's got the most amazing personality, you're like, he's such a good friend. I'm so lucky to have him as my friend. And you never see him as anything other than your friend until the day you both die.
No, you're right. And that's a big problem with online dating. And it's funny because I actually just had this conversation the other day with one of my guy friends. He was saying that he met this really great girl. This was like before Corona, obviously. He met this girl out at a bar and that he's like, she really was not attractive, but her personality was great. But he acknowledged that had he seen her on a dating website, he would have never swiped right. And they never would have met and he never would have gotten to know her. So it's a good point.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, I've been saying this for years, because women, they go, I just want someone who makes me laugh.
Yes, that's what we want.
It's such a lie, though. It's such a lie.
No, I so want somebody that makes me laugh.
Right, but you want someone who makes you laugh, but also has abs.
No, I've kind of veered away from that because the guys who have abs, sometimes they know they have abs, and it reflects in their personality. Not all the time, but sometimes.
I like how we're using guys who have abs as like just attractive guys in general. That's what we're using. That's code for hot guys with abs.
Yep.
I saw it for so long. I saw my friends who were girls in college more than high school. Say time after time, just another guy, another jerk, another one, and I'm sitting there going like, hi, I'm right here. Now, some of it's my fault. Some of it is 100% my fault because I was not aggressive, right, with the situation. I let myself go into friend zone, but I was rejected enough to know that I saw this study and I went, yep, this is 100% true. And I'm sorry, it is. Now, there's outliers, and of course, it's not the same for every woman. I know. But it wasn't the greatest sample size. I get it. But it doesn't change the fact that women can talk all they want about wanting funny guys. Until a funny guy comes along who just has uneven eyes and weird ears or...
Oh, poor Tommy.
or like a nose that's kind of up like this. He's super funny, but you can see from a mile away if he's got boogies.
Right. See that? Yeah. I mean, it is tough, but I think you're right for the most part. But here's what I like to think about is that I truly believe, and you're going to gag at this and make fun of me and blah, blah, blah. But I truly believe that there's somebody for everybody. And I think that that's the most wonderful thing. Because that guy with the nose like this, he's going to find a girl who maybe has the same nose or maybe really likes it.
You're right, Steph. Eventually, everyone settles. That's an excellent point. We stop looking for Mr. Right and we start looking for Mr. Right now. 100%.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I think that you're
right.
meant to be with that person. Maybe you both have uneven eyes and you love each other, and then it's so great because you find each other.
We have uneven eyes separately. Together, they even out.
Pretty much.
I don't know. I believe this 100%. I'm sorry. As someone who maybe isn't traditionally good looking or whatever you want to call what I am, I saw this for years because I think I have a pretty decent personality, but I went through years of dry spells in terms of dating women. And it's not, some of it wasn't a lack of trying. Some of it was, some of it wasn't. And I mean, I lucked out, of course. It wouldn't change the way it ended up. But before it got there, it was rough. Sorry, I don't look like Chris Hemsworth. But don't tell. See, as you can tell, this one hits near and dear to my heart. But don't tell me you're looking for a good personality, and then you just go and date the dude with the abs who's got the personality of a cardboard box.
No, you are 100%.
Don't tell me that. And some of that's maturity. Some of that comes along with you have to be kind of experienced in dating people with with bad personalities who just look good before you try something new.
Right. And I've been there. I have been there.
And by the way, that's not knocking people who are good looking. You two may also have great personalities, like my friend Chris Hemsworth. Okay.
Your friend.
Just
best friends.
Yeah, besties. All right, coming up next, speaking of dating, this guy has a very interesting idea. I wonder if it'll work.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Everyone is going through something right now, and we're all in this together. That's why CBD American Shaman of PA is looking out for you and your health. During this trying time, CBD American Shaman of PA is focused on safety and the needs of their customers. That's why right now they're offering curbside pickup along with home deliveries. Let American Shaman help you manage these stressful times. To find out how to get high-quality CBD products and a free bottle of Shaman cleansing gel without even leaving your car or home, visit hempashealth.com.
Hey, honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part, it's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
So we just had a long talk about dating and how chicks aren't into ugly dudes. Maybe this guy will find more luck. A San Francisco man, tired of dating apps, started buying Facebook ads for himself. Yeah, check this out. His name's David. He says, "Hey, what's up? I'm looking for a girlfriend, but since I'm sick of dating apps, I thought it would be a hilarious idea to pay for Facebook ads to find me one."
That's hilarious. So he's like putting an ad out there for himself.
For himself on Facebook. And and here's what's cool. You can hyper target those ads. So like he's 28 years old. So let's say he's looking for women between the ages of 22 and 28. So he could, get on his phone and say, "Okay, Facebook, I'm looking for 22 to 28. Radius around my house, like where he lives, like a 12-mile radius of where I live. They have to be into sports and gaming and, I don't know, The Bachelor and Bachelorette and, like whatever he's into." And and he sends out a Facebook ad. So only people who fit that description would see him.
That's actually brilliant.
It really is. I'm shocked. I mean, you would think somebody has to have done this before, but if they have, we haven't heard about them. He narrowed down the pool of prospects, targeting women. Oh, he doesn't mind little cougar action. 21 to 35 is what he looked at.
Oh, cougars.
Yeah. He focused on fans of the widely popular K-pop group BTS. Apparently he's a fan.
Okay.
They also shared his baseline level of interest in anime, entrepreneurship, and heavy metal. So you like heavy metal and BTS? That's weird. After 2 weeks, he received more than 60 applications from prospects who saw his targeted ad. So these women filled out applications.
Okay, see, I wouldn't do that. That's too much. I wouldn't fill out an application.
His ad sends applicants to a website to answer questions so he can get to know them better. He says the result has been a handful of high-quality virtual dates. So good for him.
Okay, and do you have a picture of him in front of you? Like, is he good looking?
Because that matters to him, and we just talked about that. Hold on.
Oh.
I don't have one, but I'm trying to find the story.
Because I'm just thinking, like, the application part to me feels a little pretentious. If that was me, I'd be like, send me a message or whatever. The application is just a lot to ask of people.
Sure. I'm trying to find him. You know what? His name's David Wu. He seems like a... Hold on. I'm going to whip my computer around here to show him. Seems like a nice, clean-cut individual. You see him?
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Doesn't have any glaring issues.
No, but I wouldn't do the application part. That's too... I'd be like, this is interesting. I'd look into it, and then I'd dip out after the application.
Right. It's an application, but it's more of a questionnaire. They called it an application, and if you click on it, you can fill out the application, but it's more like, hey, are you into this? Are you into that? Describe your perfect date, or whatever it may be. So is it an application? I guess, but it's more just like an online questionnaire.
Right. No, you know what? It's an interesting idea, though, because you really can target it to people who have the same interests as you.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I've actually...
Yes, until it gets shared around. You know what I mean? Until some guy goes, oh, or some girl goes, oh, this is funny, and then tags her friends, and then her friends tag other friends, and then all of a sudden it gets to like your mom, right? And your mom goes, oh, I think Steph might like this guy. And like you don't like BTS and you don't like heavy metal. And you know what I mean? Like you fit within his age range, but that's about it. And all of a sudden, people's mothers who are on Facebook all the time now are tagging their daughters. Kim, you said you had problems. Try him. Oh, I'm gonna send this to my friend Darlene, and she can share this with her daughter Katie. And before you know it, this dude's getting hundreds of applications, all from people's moms. I'm not who you're looking for, but my daughter's fantastic.
You're gonna love her. That's true. I think it could be a little much.
So, but yeah, it's a decent idea. I give this guy a lot of credit. All right, time to stump Steph. 8 out of 10 people surveyed would rather give up watching TV, shopping, and their cell phone to have this. What is this? So they're giving up TV, they're giving up shopping, and they're giving up their phone to have this. What is this?
Oh my gosh, internet? Well, no, because then you don't have a phone.
Yeah.
Internet, shopping, and TV. What's dogs?
No.
It's pets.
Would I expect you to say something like that? Yes. Would I expect the quote-unquote normal person out there to say it? No.
True. That's giving up a lot.
To me, it would be nice to have one of these in my book. Not worth giving up all this. Not at all. Like, don't get me wrong. I want one of these. It would be great. But I don't think I'm giving up all this stuff.
A boat. Is it a boat?
No, it's not something... How do I say this? It's not something physical like a boat. It's not a boat, it's not a car, it's not a house.
Is it like a perfect bod?
I'll give it to you. It's close. Answer this question truthfully, Steph, because you're in fantastic shape. But we're always our biggest critic.
Right.
8 out of 10 people would rather... 8 out of 10 would give up watching TV, shopping, and their cell phone for a flat stomach. That's all they want.
What? So the rest of their body might not even be perfect.
Like, look at my stomach, though. Yeah, but your arms got those crazy bat wing things.
Lunch lady arms.
Right. Your prom fat's ridiculous.
Right. See, if it was like a full perfect body, it might be something to consider. But just for a flat stomach... No, absolutely not. Because You trying to look good for somebody, but you can't even talk to them because you don't have a cell phone.
And you can't watch TV with them. And if they're
Right,
and if
what's the
they're
point?
rich, you can't go shopping out with their money.
Right. You can't go buy new clothes and crop tops for your flat stomach.
No, not at all. Second one. If you were going to break your diet, 1/3 of dieters surveyed said this would be the food they do it with. What is the food? Break your diet. Nailed it. I figured that one you'd get it within the first few, but yeah, that's definitely me. I break diets all the time with pizza.
I would definitely be like pizza or just like straight up peanut butter or ice cream. Just dessert
You
in
should
general.
start listing foods that you're gonna break your diet with. All right, friends.
Kinda hungry.
Have a fantastic Tuesday. We will see you tonight for Tuesday with Olivia. It's gonna be a good time. Win some stuff. Hear Olivia sing. All right, we will see you then.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.